Hi, this is PM Sudha, Assistant Professor, Department of English, JJ College of Arts and Science, Pudukottai. This presentation focuses on restoration dramas and restoration dramatists. Restoration England restored theatres and dramas. Before Restoration, England was under Puritan regime. During the time, theatres were closed in 1642. During Restoration period, theatres opened in 1660. During the Commonwealth interregnum, Puritan authorities banished dramas. They closed theatres from September 2, 1642. In Restoration England, Charles II's reign granted permission to open theatres. Charles II had given rights for reviving theatres to Thomas Killigrew and Sir William Davenant. The Commonwealth period focused on religious propaganda. England's society was exhausted with these extreme religious activities. When the theatres reopened, they came out with excessive celebrative mood. So the dramatists are created plot. England society was exhausted with these extreme religious activities. When the theatres reopened, they came out with excessive celebrative mood. So the dramatists are created plot with a little profaneness. Most of the plays were dealt with sexual intrigue. The Restoration England enjoyed dramas more than a political sense. When the theatres reopened, new plays were available. Pre-Restoration period knew only the older dramatic conventions. During the Restoration period, about 175 pre-Commonwealth plays were revived. The period's major contributions were the Comedy of Manners or Wit and the Heroic Tragedy. Comedy of manners make fun of the foolish, vanities, hypocrisies, and weakness of people. In other words, a comedy of manners gives a satirical portrayal of the behavior of a certain group of people. It ridicules the manner of noirish. Other type of comic and serious plays coexisted on the stage. Genres like burlesques and farces like political satires and comedies of intrigue come under comedy of manners. The genres like operas and pastorals are come under heroic tragedy. Restoration period also marked by a chief literary figures John Dryden, John Bunyan, Samuel Pepys. Restoration period also marked by the chief literary figures John Dryden, John Bunyan, Samuel Pepys, and John Locke. Each one of these figures are representative of Restoration England. These literary figures penned the political scenario of Restoration England. John Dryden and John Locke focused on political changes and they wrote satires on monarchy. Dryden wrote two great satires entitled Macflagno and the Medal. His famous poem Absalom and Achitophel satires on Charles II's religious conception. John Locke has written works on political aspect. He was a great philosopher. His seminal work is an essay concerning human understanding. This work tells about an individual citizen's limit of ability and inability in a nation. John Bunyan focused on religion. He wrote a best work entitled Pilgrim Progress. Very pious man. John Bunyan was a very pious man and firm believer of Puritanism. So he gave importance to Puritan principles, and these were considered as religious allegory. Samuel Pepys wrote diary. In his diary, he noted that two calamities occurred in Restoration England, that is, plague and great fire. Let we move on to dramatists of Restoration England. Principal writers of Restoration England are William Congreve, Sir George Etheridge, George Farquhar, Sir John Vanbrugh, William Wycherley. The Restoration plays are mainly in prose. Its predominant tone was witty, bawdy, cynical, and amoral. Characteristics of Restoration plays. Restoration plays have some strange characteristics. Restoration plays deviates from the previous dramatic convention. It breaks the rules and old conventions. The plots are complex, double, and sometimes triple. The dramas are reflecting the fashionable manners of the day. One of the characteristic genres of the period is restoration comedy or comedy of manners. We have seen about comedy of manners in previous slide. So we will move on to next. The principal theme is sexual intrigue. Playwrights came under heavy attack for frivolity, blasphemy, and immorality because the playwrights handle everything lucidly. Some critics condemned restoration dramas for its obscenity. Let me move on to restoration dramatists. Let me move on to restoration dramatists one by one. The first one is William Congreve, 1670 to 1729. Congreve was born to a gentry family and he was educated at Kilkenny School and Trinity College. He was a fellow student of Jonathan Swift. His notable works are Double Dealer, Love for Love, The Way of the World, The Morning Bride. Jeremy Collier made an attack on him through his work Short View of the Profaneness and Immorality of English Stage. He was a member of the Kit Kat Club. Alexander Pope dedicated his translation of the Iliad to him. Congreve have close association with so many literary figures. That is why Alexander Pope dedicated his translation, the Iliad, to him. The next playwright is Sir George Etheridge, 1639 to 1692. Etheridge acquired a new way in his dramas. In his plays, he fused rhymed couplets and prose. In his first play, The Comical Revenge or Love in a Tub, the serious parts are rhymed couplets. The lively, realistic parts are in prose. His well-known plays are She Would If She Could, The Man of Mode or Sir Fobling Flutter. Then the next figure is Sir John Vanbrugh, 1664 to 1726. Sir John Vanbrugh was a dramatist and architect. Sir John Vanbrugh was a dramatist and architect, son of a London tradesman. He was imprisoned in France between 1688 to 1692 for spying. In 1696, he produced The Relapse or Virtue in Danger, which brought immense success to him. His principal comedies are The Confederacy and The Provoked Husband. He left these comedies unfinished and it was completed by Colley Cibber. Vanbrugh and William Congreve, both of them was attacked by Jeremy Collier in his work Short View. Then we are move on to George Farquhar, 1677 to 1707. He was born in Londonderry, educated at Trinity College, Dublin. He became an actor by 1696. His comedies are Lavender Bottle, The Constant Couple, Sir Harry Wildair. He has written the work The Inconstant based on John Fletcher's The Wild Goose Chase. Farquhar was so much influenced by John Fletcher. That is why he acquired the work The Wild Goose Chase for his base. George Farquhar very much influenced by John Fletcher. That is why he acquired the work The Wild Goose Chase for his work The Inconstant. He also wrote a novella, The Adventures of a Covent Garden and Lavender Business. These works are consisting of letters and poems. The next one is well-renowned person is Restoration period, that is William Wycherley. William Wycherley was playwright of Shropshire family. His first play was Love in a Wood. Its subtitle St. James Park. It's a comedy of intrigue. His second play, The Gentleman Dancing Master, After this, he published The Country Wife. His last play was The Plain Dealer. His plays are admired by Charles Lamb but condemned by T.B. Macaulay. However, the Restoration dramas are filled with frivolity, obscene, sometimes ridiculous, but these dramas are cherished by a wide range of people, and Restoration dramas stamped its existence strongly in English literature. Thank you.